just as morale had reached a high point with the destruction of a Japanese task force north of Santa Cruz. Concern for the location and destination of a second task force in the area tempered the confidence of Allied commanders in the security of nearby air bases and ports. Fortunately, ground operations on the Shortland Islands were proceeding on schedule as, overnight, Marines substantially reduced Japanese forces on the island, allowing Enterprise and Task Force 2 to leave the area and head east to join the hunt. By morning, search aircraft from multiple airfields in the Soloman chain once again took to the skies northeast of Maleta, hoping to catch and then follow the enemy fleet long enough to direct naval and land-based aircraft to its location. Hello, welcome back to War on the Sea. It is now September 19th, 1942, 5 a.m. in the morning. I went through the night just running transports back and forth to their destinations. Nothing happened during the night. It is, again, now morning, and we have search aircraft up. I want to show you those real quick. We have a couple Sunderlands from Cooktown, and they're just patrolling this area here. We have 6 Sunderlands from Milne Bay. They will be patrolling the Solomon Sea. We have some more Sunderlands here, and they start their patrol here, and basically they fan out on this area right here. These Sunderlands here, we have 6 of them. They start their patrol here and end it here. Well, the course that they follow is in this arc here. These, we have a mixture of Mariners and Catalinas starting here, and the Catalinas go all the way out to the edge of the map here, and we have 3 more Catalinas here just patrolling this close area between New Hebrides and Santa Cruz. We have plenty, we have some Sunderlands here, but they're generally going to be patrolling the slot and this little area here of the Solomon Sea and the Coral Sea. Lots of aircraft up. Task Force 1 and 2, I moved into this position here overnight. I haven't launched anything from Task Force 1 yet, but I probably will. I'll probably send at least 1 float plane from each heavy cruiser out kind of in an arc like this. Hopefully we can, we should have some. If the Japanese task force is here, haven't really checked the weather yet. It's looking okay, I guess. We'll see what it looks. Let's go into Task Force 2. Just go to tactical real quick just to look at the weather. Okay, partly cloudy, visibility 54%. We'll see what happens during the day. So again, Task Force 1 and 2 here. Task Force 7 with Hornet is here. I had them retreat a little bit, retire over here to this area through the night, and then I brought them back out to be in position to go after that Japanese task force if we find it. Meanwhile, over at Milne Bay, Task Force, I don't remember the number of it, but it was, I think it was 44, finally reached Milne Bay. I've combined them with Task Force 13, and I measured the distance. How long will it take to go to Buna? And I believe it was like 12 hours. Yeah, almost about 12.7 hours. So we'll probably start them off right around noon today. We'll load them up with troops and supplies. And we have plenty of aircraft here to cover them. We have some Beaufighters. We're still recovering those. Kitty Hawks, we have a bunch of them at Port Moresby, though. So we should be able to... And, of course, we have Task Force 10 with Saratoga. Saratoga is here. And Task Force 10 we got the full complement of aircraft. So we should not have any problem here. I did not leave. I don't have any air cover here for Shortland Islands, but I don't anticipate much happening here. I don't plan on running any troops here today. I do have Task Force 11 here. They did round up some troops from these smaller islands and brought them to Guadalcanal, so I have about 1,200. I'll probably take, 450 of those, and then grab some from Russell Island, and then maybe later in the day make my way towards Shortland Islands. We'll see. But that's the situation as it stands now in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with the day and see what we find. And I'll be back when we do find something. It is now 10:30 hours in the morning, and so far, nothing. I have, as you can see, I have search planes all over the Pacific Ocean. Task Force 1 and 2 still remain here. Hornet's still here, and I have found nothing. There is potentially a submarine here. I'm about to go check and see what this is. It's pretty much the only thing I got going right now. See if I could send, I want a search plane really to take a look. Actually, if it is a sub, we want to kill it. Let's bring, well, we don't want to send out a search plane and then go back with a strike force because the sub will be gone. That's what usually happens. I'm wondering, I could, now the Dauntlesses, the Mitchells, I'll probably load up 3 Catalinas and load them up with depth charges and go out there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think 3 will do. Should do. We'll see. 3 with 8 depth charges. Let's send them over there and see what this is. And if it is a sub, we'll depth charge it. Okay, there's another task force here in the middle of the Solomon Sea. I'm going to take a look at this. It's probably just the standard, yeah, 2 destroyer escorts and destroyer. Yep, the question is, will it interfere with our landing operations at Buna tonight? I'll send up a Catalina 1 to try and keep track of it. And I think it was right around here. We'll see if we can go find it again. And see if we can keep track of it. And hopefully it doesn't move to the southwest. If it does, we'll launch a strike from Port Moresby and try and destroy the task force. We're almost near this one here. Let's move the Catalinas over and get them pretty close. Like right about there. Let's go tactical. And then right away, I'm going to pause, and then we're going to get down to probably 300 feet or so. Full speed, and then let's see if we can... Ah, there it is over there, and that does look like a submarine. Okay. Catalinas. Let's go ahead and mark it as our target, and let's see if we can get over there and attack as quickly as possible. It looks like some of them dropped their depth charges. He dropped some. I don't know if this is a graphic glitch or what. Let's take a look at the report. I think we got a little damage on her, but not enough. Heavy damage, moderate flooding. At least maybe she'll be forced to return to port. We'll retreat. I think they were right on target. I had to do a manual drop after they left, but looks like we got it pretty close to target. Let's just have them return to base. And it's interesting that now we know that there's a sub around here. I wonder if I should send Task Force 11. They have time before they're going to make their run tonight, so I'm going to have them come over here and see if we can find that sub and kill it in the meantime. It's approximately 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and most of my some of these search aircraft, I believe, are on their way. Yeah, they're on their return leg to the air bases, but then of course they'll launch again. But again, we haven't found anything. All these aircraft up here did not find anything, so I'm pretty sure that Japanese task force managed to escape and make its way back to wherever it came from. But what we're going to do here is we need to load up Task Force 13 so that we can start making our trip to Buna. Because it's, again, going to take about 12 hours to get there, and I want to get there in the middle of the night. So let's go to Manage Cargo. The Macaulays, of course, will carry troops. So I'm going to bring about 4,200, 4,300 troops. 6,000 supply. And we'll hit that one with supply too. I don't know how many troops we're going to need. So we have 6,000 supply. Let's go ahead and do all of the C3s with supply and the Macaulays with troops. I kind of wish I had a destroyer for... that's one thing I need to do. I have plenty of command points. I want to buy a few more destroyers and attach them to some of these transport fleets that don't have any. That one does, but some of these others don't. So I wanted to make sure I had enough destroyers for them. But anyway, let's get Task Force 13 on its way. And again, about 12 and a half hours, maybe a little bit more. And Task Force 10 will follow along with them. We'll see how that goes throughout the day. These Kitty Hawks are coming back. I found a search plane up here. I just wanted to swat it out of the sky, and we were successful with that. And really, that's all that's going on. I don't see anything else, so we'll continue on with our plans and see how the rest of this day goes. Looks like Task Force 46 is almost returned to New Hebrides. When it gets here, we'll join it up with 51. Load up and get more supplies out to Guadalcanal. Okay, we've come across what appears to be a small task force of a cruiser and destroyer escort. I'm going to take a quick look and see what... oh, they're right in front. No, that's definitely a light... what is that? That's a cruiser of some sort. See if I can take it. Okay, that's a destroyer escort. What is that? Oh, light cruiser. Ooh, and it's been damaged. We've seen this task force before, and maybe pieces of a task force that we've already attacked. But this is not good because it threatens... let's retreat. It may threaten our landings on Buna. They're right here. Do we want to launch... I think we should launch something to go against that. Let's launch the Mitchells. See if we can finish the job this time. We'll bring 2 1600 AP bombs with the Mitchells. Let's launch those and send them out there. They were... is this the Catalina right here? Yeah, it is. So we'll send them here, and we'll get the... ooh, how far is this? 342 miles, so... yeah, it's going to be a little bit before... let's see. Let's go a little... move the time ahead. Now we can launch again from Port Moresby. And how far was this again? 340 miles? The Beauforts could. Can they make it with an AP bomb on? Yeah, they could. They have a lot better range unarmed. Well, without bombs. But we're going to need... probably the AP bomb. We'll send up all 9 Beauforts. Might as well. Let's go ahead and do that. And then get them going. And then we're going to send up some lightnings to protect them against the fighters at Buna. Although the Mitchells can probably protect themselves. Okay, meanwhile, Task Force 52, which is now a combination of the 2 task forces that were on their way to New Hebrides, they have arrived, and we are going to load them up with as much troops and supplies as we can. Well, we'll see what we can... Now, it looks like we can get most of the troops except for 30 who get to stay behind. I could bring them on the... we're probably going to leave them there, though. Let's load this up with supplies. We're going to need probably as much supplies as we can get. We'll come back and get the engineering and fuel later, but right now... we need troops and supplies more than anything. Okay. We can bring. Let's bring some supplies on the destroyers. Okay, so it looks like we have what 4,300 troops and about 6,000 supplies, and of course they will be headed back to Guadalcanal. And as we expected, here come the Oscars. It looks like they're going to go after the. They want to go after the Lightnings. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. They're right next to the Mitchells, so we'll jump in. I'm going to get the Mitchells. I want to have them start turning. And speed, that looks fine. The Lightnings will probably turn as well until the Oscars show up. I'm going to increase their speed. And I do have some Beauforts back here, but I think they're safely away. They're leaving the engagement area anyway, which is a good idea. There the Lightnings are. Okay. I mean the Oscars. Definitely. Alright, let's have the Mitchells tear them up. Here we go. Okay, it looks like that's it. I think they only had 2 Oscars, and they were pretty quickly shot out of the sky. One by the Mitchells, one by the Lightnings. Let's take a look at the report, just to make sure. Yeah, 2. So we shouldn't have any problems from the land-based aircraft at Buna for the rest of the day. The only concern now is just whatever, if there's any fleets out here like that light cruiser and destroyer. There may be another one too, so I'm hoping the Sunderlands. Let's take a look. What does the weather here look like? It's actually not bad. I'm going to take a look in the Sunderland just to check it out, see what the visibility is like. 90%. I should, if there's any fleets out here, I should be able to see them, so I feel a lot better about that. Good. So Enterprise Task Force 7 is continuing its 10, I'm sorry, is continuing its move towards Buna along with Task Force 13. We're probably going to stop somewhere around here and let them catch up, and then make our final push in it when it starts getting later in the day. Now, we have another task force up here. I did send a Kingfisher up to take a look at it because I didn't want to disrupt their patrol patterns here. We'll see what this is. I don't think it's the remnants of the Japanese carrier task force. I doubt it, but it could be. We'll see. Kingfisher has arrived. It's moving pretty quickly, so I'm thinking it's a small fleet with a bunch of destroyers in it. They're right over there. It looks like just 2 destroyers. 2 ships. And yeah, this is destroyer escort and destroyer escort. I'm not going to go after them, but I had to check just to make sure. Let's have them return to base. Now, I do have... Oh, here's another one. Oh, I think this is that one... Yeah, we saw a lone destroyer escort, I think, last episode in this area. We just left it alone. It's still here. I don't know why they're here, but maybe they're looking for shipping. I don't know. But it's been in this area for a little bit. I don't know. I might go after it later, maybe not. Catalina's trying to keep track of this, but it keeps moving, so we need to make sure that we keep up with it. So it's going to be in this area. The Mitchells and Lightnings are almost there. I'm going to redirect the Mitchells, I think. Yep. Okay, this one just popped up now. I wonder if my Sunderland can take a look at this one. This is probably another 2 destroyer or 3 destroyer fleet. And if it is, we might have to go after this one. Yes, it is destroyer escort, destroyer escort. And where is this again? It is right about here. Ugh. So they may cause us a problem as well. I don't know if I want to use Task Force 10's aircraft to go after it, but we should probably mark it here. I'll just say 3 destroyers. I think what I'll do is send up another Catalina to keep track of it. I don't really want to use resources against this. I would like to just bring in my transports, dump the cargo, and leave without their interference. So we'll just keep track of them. And if they do get too close, then we'll have to launch a strike from Saratoga. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Let's send the Catalina up here to keep track of that task force. Looks like the Mitchells have arrived, along with the Lightnings. The Beauforts are way back here. They still have 243 nautical miles of endurance, and they're about 100 miles away, so we should be able to get them here too. But let's jump in the Mitchells and start this off. Looks like they're right in front of us. So we'll have the Mitchells get down to about 1,500 feet. I'm going to have them go full speed and line this up. We need to target. Well, let's see what... Yeah, it's the light cruiser. We'll have them target that. And then right away go after it. Okay, we got a few hits on her, it looks like. Well, maybe just one, actually. That's pretty pathetic. And let's see what the report says. Moderate damage, moderate flooding. Well, it's a start, I guess. We'll wait until the Beauforts get here, and we'll continue. We do want to at least sink the light cruiser, I think. So I'll we'll retreat. And keep this one... hopefully we can keep it sighted until the Beauforts make it. They're on their way. Okay, we have something a little unexpected here. Kingfish has encountered a task force consisting of possibly 4 ships coming out of Rabaul. We are going to go tactical and see if we can see them. Ooh. It looks like they're going to come right past us, maybe. There is a light cruiser here. Ooh, nice. Okay, well, let's turn Kingfish around. Get over to the large map. Navigate to about right here, maybe? Full speed. And we'll see if we can at least get the light cruiser. That'd be nice to do. Okay, we're within 5,000 yards. We have a 96% solution. I'm going to go ahead and fire a couple of torpedoes off. Let's try 3, actually. With this solution, I'm probably going to do 0% spread. 96%? Yeah, let's I don't know if I want to get closer or not. I think 97% solution. Let's go ahead and 99, and we'll fire. Well, it looks like we only had one torpedo. I'm going to turn the Kingfish around and see if I can get them from using the rear tubes. Well, that was a bit of a disappointment. We had a dud torpedo, and we have no more torpedoes in the forward tubes. We have 10 torpedoes in the rear tubes. They passed before I could get a solution and use these. So I guess I'm wondering if I should go back to port or just stay here with the rear tubes in the ready. I might just do that, maybe. Nah, I'll probably just go back to port. Let's leave. Let's retreat. It would be hard to get solutions with the rear tubes. I'm going to go ahead and send her back to Guadalcanal Island to restock on torpedoes. And we'll continue. We're still trying to catch up. We're trying to get the Beauforts over to this task force. See if we can get over there before they get away. Although it is kind of like retreating, maybe we don't really need to mess with this one anymore, and maybe we should go after this one instead. I would like to sink the light cruiser, but it looks like it's leaving the area. Doesn't look like it's going to be a threat. How much more mileage? 149 miles. Let's do this. Let's go back over here and see if we can find these 3 destroyers. I'll have the Lightnings go with, and the Catalina as well. We have another... Oh, those are the Mitchells going home. All right, let's see. At least we should at least monitor this one. Don't we have... We have a Catalina coming up here to monitor them at least, if nothing else. So let's see what else. We have supposedly a submarine over here as well, but I'm not that concerned about it. Okay, the first interesting event of the day, we have, looks like fighters coming from the northeast. Do I have anything at Santa Isabel? Kingfishers? No, I don't really. So I could... Let's launch some Lightnings, at least 4 of them, from Moleta and see if we can get them over here and see what these are. Okay, looks like they might be outrunning my Lightnings, so I'm going to go to Task Force 2, go to Enterprise and launch a couple of Wildcats maybe. I just want to see what these are. That might confirm what's in the area. Let's launch 4. Okay, as predicted, they disappeared right when I got close to them. So it's possible their task force is in this area. So they disappeared right here in front of me. So we're going to do kind of a little search here and see if I can find them. No, it appears that they disappeared again. I don't know where they disappeared to. There's no airfield out here. Let's send the Lightnings back. Wildcats, we'll send them back too. It's getting close to dark anyway. It's a little past 7. It looks like... So, where are we over here? Looks like Task Force 13. How much more time they got to go? 6 hours until they reach. So we'll move in Task Force. And we'll probably just leave Task Force 10 here. There's not much they can do, actually. We'll just... Hopefully they can make the run and get there and come back without being intercepted. They should be able to. We didn't see any other task forces here other than that the light cruiser which left away, and then the 3 destroyers which last I saw they were moving off. I'm going to remove that, and I haven't seen them since. So hopefully it'll be fine. Task Force 11, we're about ready. We're going to pick up some more troops here and then make another run at Shortland Islands. This is what Shortland Islands looks like now. It looks about the same as it did yesterday. There was a few Japanese transports that went by here. They probably brought some supplies to Shortland Islands. I don't know. If they did, it wasn't much, because not much has changed here. How far? Let's see. Task Force 52, with all of its troops and supplies, are still quite a ways away from Guadalcanal. But it looks like we're going to go into night, and with not a lot happening. Well, if something does happen in the night, we'll come back and we'll go through it. Okay, it's almost 1 a.m. and Task Force 13 has arrived at Buna, so it's time to see what we're up against here. Let's unload all cargo, troops and supplies. Everything's unloaded. And how does it look on Buna? Ooh, we have 4,320 troops, almost 10,000 supplies, and we have a little bit of the edge here. So they probably have about 4,000 troops here. Let's get Task Force 13 out of the area. We need it to come back and pick up more troops and supplies here at Milne Bay. Task Force 10 will stay here and launch aircraft in the morning. So will Port Moresby and Milne Bay to protect Task Force 13. And I'm hoping to get Task Force 13 back at least to about here or so by morning. So she'll be close enough to cover with it. She'll be in range of our air power. And that's all that's happening. I do have Task Force 11. They did manage to pick up 600 more troops. We're on our way to the Shortland Islands, and we should be there within, what, about a little under 5 hours. So right as daybreak, right as 5 o'clock, right about 5 o'clock, and I have Task Force 1 and 2 headed back to provide air support for when they leave. The area. But that's all that's happened now at this moment. So hopefully nothing else happens before the morning, but if it does, I'll let you know. It is now September 20th, 1942. It's a little after 5 in the morning, and I have a few things I need to get to right away. Oops, I do. Task Force 11 has finally arrived, and I have some Wildcats over their position. We'll get to that in a bit. I haven't seen any bombers yet, but we'll see if that happens. We have something over here I wanted to take a look at. I don't know what it is, but I'd like to... Okay, looks like we finally... Did we get... Yes, we did. We have... You know what? I'm going to... Can I go to Task Force 11? I want to dump their cargo first. Unload all cargo. Boom. Okay. So, all the troops are there. We'll check on that later. Let's get into the Wildcats. Well, let's begin right here. And good. We're really close to our task force. And I want to make sure that they get over there. So I'm going to have them fly over there as quickly as possible and get their speed up before we even start this. Make sure they're at max speed so they can get over there quickly and engage. Okay, let's start. And where? There they are, right there. Where are the enemy bombers? Ooh, they're coming in. All right, go get them. Okay, I think that's it. And let's check the report. I do have a surprise here. Something unexpected. 15 aircraft lost, 15 aircraft, 15 lost. We lost nothing, but check this out. The Nippon Maru is here. Where she's right over here. I don't know where she came in, but it looks like my destroyers want to have a run at her, and that's just fine by me. I'm gonna have the destroyers come get her. Okay, a couple of cargo explosions, and that was all she wrote. Nice work. Totally unexpected, but good to see her here. I'm gonna have, well, I guess we're done. We'll just leave. How about that? Report: 15 aircraft, 15 attack bombers gone, 1 fleet oiler sunk. Nice. We got 2 more command points. All right, let's retreat. All right, we'll have the Wildcats stay with Task Force 11 until it leaves the area. Task Force 11, let's have you just at least leave the area for now, and I'll decide what I want to do with you later. All right, we have all of our search aircraft up. Oh, by the way, here is Task Force 13 on their way back with some Wildcats from Saratoga providing escort. I haven't seen any bombers from here yet. Don't know if they're coming or not. They might not be. Just want to go over, though, and we'll get to this here in a sec. Here, same search aircraft. We're patrolling this area. We have these 6 Sunderlands patrolling the Solomons. We have these 3 patrolling the slot. I sent up also some Kingfishers to patrol this area here. Let's see, we have 3 Mariners and 3 Catalinas patrolling basically this area right here. These Sunderlands patrol from here about to here. And then these Sunderlands patrol from here over to about here or so. Something like that. So again, this for September 20th, we're going to look for that task force. I don't think I'm going to find it, but you never know. This is probably the search pattern I'll use for the rest of the campaign. I'm probably going to have them continue to do this. Hornet, I thought about having to go back to New Hebrides to, oh no, I can go here, I guess, Guadalcanal Island, and get her aircraft back, but I don't think I'm going to, not yet. I still need her. There's still a task force out here somewhere that we need to find. Task Force 2 with Enterprise, she's in need of some more aircraft too, but again, she seems to be doing the job, so she's going to stay out here. Let's see what this is real quick. I think it's actually a real task force. It says 3 aircraft. Let's take a look. Or, I'm sorry, 3 ships, 3 aircraft. No, it's just 1, and it's a sub. And, well, let's retreat. I'm probably not going to be able to find it, but that's kind of an inconvenience because I have my tankers ready to go here. Task Force 59. Bunch of fuel. I was going to have them, this task force and this one, kind of rendezvous out here on their way to Milne Bay. But now, here's what I'm going to do. We need a destroyer escort for these fuel ships. So I'm going to purchase 1 destroyer here at Cairns. We'll get the Nepal done, and we'll add it to this task force here, and then we'll send this task force up here to fetch this Patapsco, and then once we get that, we'll start moving out. Then we'll have basically 4 fuel ships with 1 destroyer escort to handle subs. And meanwhile, what do we want to send out to try and get these that sub? I think the Mitchells, maybe 6 of them with depth charges. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but we'll go take a look. Depth charges done, and send them right about here. And hopefully they have a decent range, so I'll just keep moving back and forth until I find it. What else is going on? Okay, over here, Task Force 50. I renamed it Task Force 50. 2 destroyers. Oh, that's right, I'm missing that C3. I remember I put that one C3 in repair, and I never bought it again. I never bought it back. These are just tankers, right? Okay, we're going to need another fuel ship here. Why don't I just, let's do new C. We're going to need, well, let's see. We need another C3. They have 2 destroyers already. We're going to need another destroyer, another tanker, and another C3. That's what we need here. Alright, we're buying these 3 here. We have 35 command points left. I need to add, let's see, Task Force 51. We want this one split from group. And then, I don't know if I can, let's see if I can merge 50. Merge group. Okay, I think I got it. I'm not sure how. So we got 2 destroyers, 6 C3s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 troop transports. I want to manage cargo, and we want to load up as many troops and supplies as we can. Okay, we're fully loaded. I'm not going to send... We got 30 troops here at New Hebrides. Hopefully the Japanese don't bring a landing force over here. I don't think they will, but we'd spot them before they get close. We have plenty of aircraft to defend here. But I'm going to leave 30 troops here. We have 1,600 supplies in each of the C3s. 2,160 troops in the Macauleys, and they are ready to leave. So we'll have Task Force 52. Let's have them head out and move towards Guadalcanal. Alright, looks like another sighting here in the Coral Sea. This could be... It looks like it's the same task force that's been roaming around the Soloman Sea for the last several days. I'm going to take a look. If it's the 2 destroyer escorts and destroyer, in which it is... Yeah, we never really went after this, because I don't really care much. The only reason I would care about this is if it's going to interfere with my landings at Buna, but they moved off and then they came back, and I'm not too concerned. I mean, I could, I guess, launch. The problem is I don't want to have any wildcats or bombers shot down by the destroyers. I'm gonna leave them alone unless I have to do something about them. Let me check what's going on here. 4,398. Yeah, we need more troops there. We're gonna bring some more as soon as we can. As soon as this task force here, 13 gets back, we'll send. I need a couple more destroyers here. We'll send. In fact, I should probably purchase a few and bring them up there. I'll just purchase a few tribal class destroyers because that's really all I got left. I only got 1 Jervis left. I need more than 1, and I like 2 of the same. So, although I could use the Nepal that I just purchased. Yeah, I want to do that. I'll buy the Van Galen. Well, that one. Then we'll get the Nepal, send them up to Milne Bay, and then the tribal we'll use for the Patapscos, the fleet of Patapscos. And that leaves us with 18 command points. Okay, we did need these though, so let's have these 2 head up here, and then from there they'll make their way to Milne Bay. Alright, it's 7 in the morning, and this looks like, yeah, it's the same destroyer escort that's been going back and forth in front of New Georgia for several days. I have my search aircraft out about halfway. They haven't found anything yet. I haven't found really much of anything at all. So I'm going to leave the episode here. When we come back, we will continue to send troops to Buna and Shortland Islands and keep looking for any other Japanese forces that we need to take out on our way to capturing these bases. But thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time.